Morphin time!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to It's Matty Morphin. So, today was the Fan First Friday that was surprise announced this past week. I did a top 5 prediction video earlier this week. Got that completely wrong. So we're going to talk about what was actually announced today and just my thoughts overall of what's going on with Hasbro and their Fan First Fridays. But before we get too far in this video, let's go ahead and get me some likes down on this video, comment, and subscribe if you're new for more Morphin content every week. And let's get into it. So we begin with them announcing that in the past few Fan First Fridays that they've been doing trivia. And they're like, we're not going to do that. We've got so much to announce today. I feel like they're missing the point of what announcement means. What they should be saying is officially announcing items or just bringing you updates and letting you see the product in real life. Because we'll just go ahead and get into it. They start off with franchise news and announcements. And they start with the Jada Toys White Ranger Honda car that's going to be coming out with the White Ranger figure, just like the green and the red. I don't know if they're going to do a single white small car like they did with the green and the red, but they're doing the White Ranger with the car and the figure, and they showed that off. We've known about that for at least 2 weeks now. And then their next bit of announcement for the franchise was the Reebok and Power Rangers team up for the shoes, which is great, but it's not an announcement. Reebok announced that weeks ago and leaked months ago. So it's not an announcement. You're just telling us about it. Announcing something it's brand new, or it should be. It should be brand new. It should be not leaked. It should be seen. They even joke about talking about in space and what villains we should see. We've already seen the Ecliptor and Astronema 2-pack that they're hinting that they're going to announce next week. It was at a toy show. That is an announcement. Not... They shouldn't even have held on to that. I don't know why they're holding on to that as like it's a secret. They know everybody knows about it. So why are you holding off on officially revealing it? Just at that point, get it out there. So that's like they show off the Reeboks, and the Reeboks are awesome, and the boxes combine to make the Megazord, which is super cool and innovative for shoes and shoe boxes, but it just wasn't fresh and what I was expecting for franchise announcement. I was really hoping for an update on the TV show or animated series or anything like that, but nothing like that came from the franchise announcements. So then we hop into Lightning Collection announcements. They rehashed that Power Morphicon announced the cogs, but then they wanted to show them off again, which honestly wasn't needed. We've seen the diorama pictures. We've seen it. It was officially announced during Power Morphicon Online, and we knew about it. We know everything there is basically to know about those figures, except when they're either going to randomly show up in a store, or I think actually they're a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So, except when they're actually going to ship. We have their expected dates, but those are changing constantly. And then, so what was right after the cogs? We jump into, I want to say it was, that's also when they talked about the Astronema and the Ecliptor, or alluded to the Astronema Ecliptor pack. But then they jump into Wave 10, which, if you pay attention to the internet, you already knew what was coming in Wave 10. Phantom Ranger was announced. But it is nice to actually see the pictures. But they've got to figure out some way to stop these leaks, or there's no sense in actually doing the Fan First Fridays. Or if you're going to continue doing Fan First Fridays, then you have got to make sure that what is being announced is a secret and not getting out. And whoever's getting these things out needs to be reprimanded, because we all know about these things already. And yes, I know it's a weird age of technology, but I'm waking up to try and watch these things live, and then it's just rehashes of stuff I already know about. I'm looking for something fresh, something to get excited about. Like when they announced those Tangas, perfect. I was super excited, along with, I'm sure, many of you were. But these last few Fan First Fridays have just been like, meh. So we got Phantom Ranger from In Space. We got Pink Ranger in Space. We got ZO2 Yellow. Glad Tanya's finally getting her figure. And we got the green Dino Charge figure announced for the Lightning Collection. And then the best thing to come out of today, honestly, for me, was they officially revealed that iGuy is coming. We saw leaks months ago that he was coming in product code. But to actually see the figure is nice. iGuy is one of my favorite figures ever and favorite villains ever. I'm huge into horror, and iGuy is body horror personified, but it's in a kid's show, so it just resonated with me ever since his childhood. I actually got this figure in a crazy story. It was left at my job when I was serving, and nobody ever came back to claim it, and they're like, what is this? And I was like, I know what that is. I'll take it. But Monsters line is continuing. They didn't officially announce a wave 2 for Monsters line, but iGuy is coming. I haven't seen, but I'll put the pre-order date up there. They are available for pre-order now on HasbroPulse.com. I'm not sure exactly what the expected ship date was. I'm holding off on some pre-orders. Hasbro is trying to take all my money. So that was the most exciting thing for me today. We did get some updates on Dino Fury to wrap up the end of the day. Some good, some bad. So all the announcements for Dino Fury were kind of fresh, and more so like product code reinforcement that, oh yeah, these things actually are coming. So we've seen product code for a 5-pack of Dino Fury Rangers, which was officially announced today as an Amazon exclusive, and they are locking green and black Dino Fury in a 5-pack. So if you've already bought the 6-inch figures of Dino Fury of the red, blue, and pink, you have to buy them again to get green and black, according to this. Because the next thing that they talked about left some room for play, and I hope that they are smart about it and are not going to piss off the fandom, because as it stands right now, we're all kind of mad that we're going to have to buy the pink, red, and blue figures again to get Izzy and Hobby to be in our 6-inch Dino Fury line. So it is an Amazon exclusive. It's going to come with all the Rangers and all their keys for the Dino Fury Morpher. I have a review of Wave 1 and the Dino Fury Morpher on my channel. Check those out if you haven't seen them already. Leave me a like on those as well. Leave me a like on any video. Gets all my videos out there to everyone to see. So the next thing that they announced, well, actually, before they announced the 5-pack, they announced that Void Knight and the Gold Ranger for Dino Fury are coming to the 6-inch line in single packs. And when they announced that, it threw me off. And I was like, And they start talking about things in the show for the Gold Ranger, and I'm like, he hasn't even been introduced yet. And they're talking about his weapon, how it's going to combine, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, these are mild spoilers for the show because we know nothing about this character yet except who plays him. Or we don't know how he shows up. We don't know what his backstory is. But now we know that he's got a combinable weapon, and he's getting his own figure in a single pack, and Void Knight is finally getting a figure in the singles. And I honestly think Void Knight should have been the first one, not Boom Tower. I've talked about that before too. But Void Knight and Gold Ranger are coming in single packs. Where I say that hopefully they don't piss off the fandom, they only announced 2 new 6-inch figures. That's not a wave of figures. That's not a wave. A wave is at least 4, and Hasbro has been doing 4 at a time for the most part. So there's 2 more figures that I think are coming, and hopefully it is single packs of blue and black. Green and black. Izzy and Javi, I hope they get single pack figures as well as being in the 5-pack, because I don't want to have to buy a 5-pack of figures just to get 2 to complete my team. I shouldn't have to buy the team again that I already have. And if the keys are going to be the exact same, don't need double keys. What am I going to do with double keys? But in the 5-pack, so back to the 5-pack. In the 5-pack, it's going to come with a cosplay item, or a child's cosplay item. And it's a belt buckle that they wear in the show that houses their Dino Fury key, their Ranger key, which is kind of cool. But I feel like that could have been paired with the Chroma Fury saber that is coming out, and they showed off a little bit today. But that was already announced, so they just rehashed on talking about that. But I do think that the buckle could have been paired with the Chroma Fury saber instead of with the figures. It's just kind of, I feel like it's kind of thrown into the 5-figure pack. And we'll see when the next few 6-inch figures, and none of this has release dates, only late summer, early fall, and then the biggest Dino Fury news is they did update us and showed off in package the combining Zords, which look awesome, and it looks like they're going to come in kind of like mixed packs like the Dino Megazord did, where it's going to be at least 2 Zords per pack and maybe 1 Zord in 1 pack. But they are coming, and they said late summer, early fall, just in time for Dino Fury Part 2 to come out on Netflix or Nickelodeon, whichever it comes out on. So that's like, the Dino Fury news was the most newsworthy, I think. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments of how Hasbro can improve on these Fan First Fridays, because at this point, I'm tired of being let down. And some of the announcements are exciting, and seeing things are exciting. But overall, I think there is much room for improvement on Hasbro Fan First Fridays, at least for Power Rangers, because I haven't watched any of the other ones. They did talk about that Power Month is next month, and that there's going to be a whole month of just news, where before it seemed like there was going to be like a full month of like drops of stuff coming, but now it sounds like news. So we still don't have the other color capsules announced or what's coming in those. So I was hoping that they would be released in August, not we find out about them in August. So we still got those to learn about. Power Rangers Day, August 28th, which Ranger Stop and Pop is that weekend, which is great, and it's in Atlanta. I wish I could go. I want to go. But Power Rangers Day, there's got to be something big. They also ended with another tease, and it was this silhouette, and mind immediately goes to Ninjetti figures. Just the way the boot comes and it just like a puff of fabric it looked like. Just like the 90s toys were. And the way it was in that pose, I'm wondering if they're going to bring back like the ninja action that the original Ninjetti had. That would be kind of cool and nostalgic to see come back. But overall today, I was just kind of meh through the entire thing. Like, nothing really got me excited except officially seeing the new Eye Guy figure. And he doesn't have like the little eye-popping action that the 90s guy does. But he does look cool. And he comes with some decent, cool blast effects. Or a blast effect that looks super cool with his eye gimmick. And I'll have pictures of these up. And I'll be posting on my Instagram and Facebooks all over this week. I'm working on being better at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And just across the board social medias for y'all to have a lot more content to look at, interact with me, talk with me, keep the conversations going. So be sure to leave this video a like. It helps me out a lot. Hit that subscribe button for more phenomenal content every week. And as always, thanks for watching.